In today's modern parenting, we as parents have a lot to worry about, right? You might wonder, are your kids falling behind in class? Do they have enough friends? Are they being bullied at school?
It really is a lot to think about, but luckily there are some things you do not have to worry about. Our next guest is here with 3 surprising parenting worries you can finally let go of.
All right, joining us now is licensed clinical psychologist Michelle Chung. I love the idea of letting go of some things. Michelle, so you have a son at home.
I do.
Right? And so what caused you to start kind of thinking about and looking at these surprising parenting worries that we have?
Well, I think so much of us, especially in this modern day world, we're just thrown with it. I feel like it's whack-a-mole with the kids recently. Social media, drugs and alcohol. Are they eating too much sugar? I mean, there's just so many things that are put on our plate as parents
that you can worry about.
Navigate and worry about, right? So I like to really think about what are some things we can actually let go of? What are some of the reins that we can just gently release a bit and know that they'll still be okay?
I love that. One of your points is that kids need stress, which might surprise some parents. What kind of stress and what does that look like to introduce that?
So I think as parents, our job is really to allow our kids to struggle with manageable stress, right? Allowing them to deal with that, they learn resilience, they learn problem solving, they learn how to cope with stress that is frankly inevitable in life. We're all going to come up with that and come against certain pressures in life, and they need to learn that. We're not going to go to the gym and start bench pressing 200 pounds right away. We're going to get hurt. They need time to practice those skills and to be able to know how to handle that.
Yeah. The second worry that you point out is this idea that parents will mess up and that they're going to mess up their kids forever. I have definitely felt that way. What do you mean by that? Give us an example, and then, okay, what if you do mess up?
Well, I think all good parents have that fear and that worry. We will, as parents, we're imperfect, we will mess up. There's no doubt about that. And so the letting go part that I want us to remember here is that we're not going to be perfect, and that's okay, because science has shown us, all the research points to the fact that strong parent-child bonds are not based on perfect parenting. It's based on the repair that we are able to do when we don't do things inevitably correctly. We're going to try our best, but we're not going to hit that mark every single time.
I love that. Perfection is not the goal, but
it is not.
Going through it together is your third tip for parents. Kids don't need to find their passion early, which I can imagine shocks people given the level of extracurriculars and subjects people can specialize in. Why do you say that?
Absolutely. And so I think the way things are set up right now, and there's a lot of different reasons why this is the case, but we are as parents put pressure on our kids, or we have the pressure to put that pressure on our kids to pick that sport and to be really good at it from age 7. You know, are they going to be a coder? Are they going to play an instrument? And that is all that pressure that we really don't need. In fact, it's detrimental. It leads to burnout. It leads to unneeded stress and pressure on these kids. A lot of these kids, they actually start losing the joy in something that they actually did innately love. And so these are things, and one thing that a lot of people don't talk about is if a child is thought of as, I am a soccer player and that is it, if they have a bad day, they have a bad game, they have nothing else to fall back on in terms of their sense of self and self-esteem.
Yeah, you need some diversity in the things I mean, I remember our kids did lots of different types of sports to try to figure out what they liked. Right?
Build new skills, right? New set of, try new things. Let's be flexible, creative.
Real good. You're really encouraging us all to maybe let go a little and just live together. Michelle Chung, so good to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. There's much more news ahead.
You're watching NBC News Daily.